say, I don't know, probably been a couple weeks. So I was talking to someone. It's a brief conversation, not real deep or anything, not like a huge knowing or any past history or anything like that. This particular person was sharing that there was an incident that got her displaced, not physically, basically an incident that put like a bad shadow on her name, like something that she was accused of that's not true and all the things. And she was like, once that happens and you get that tag, you're kind of, it's kind of an issue. We're calling it a tag. I think this particular person is older than me, and so what she described was the equivalent of being canceled. Is what I'm guessing. That's what I'm gonna go with. So, and she didn't even. She's whatever they said about her, according to her, because this is not gossip, so this is not 88th party information. This is from her mouth specifically. So whatever it was, she had to pivot. She had to do something different. I'm thinking about something right now in my own life specifically. But anyway, so she had to pivot. She had to do something different. She got canceled for something she didn't even do. She was like, once you get that, kind of got to move around and kind of can't do the thing and blah, 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 right? And I get it. There's some truth in some things where you probably ought not. Like, I don't know. I don't know any situations right now off the top of my head because I'm not. We had the conversation and I was like, oh yeah, I see what you're saying, blah, blah, blah. Then I thought about it. And this is for something that she probably should not be accused of. And I am a thinker of sorts. And I think I didn't say it to her at the time. But I am a thinker of sorts, and I kind of do the replay of all the things that were said and considered and blah, blah, blah. And it made me think of a story I know from moons ago. A lot of moons ago. Pre-us. AD. If I think of anything that I can think of. Anyway. It's good that it's been... Number one, there's a lot of redemption stories of like people who were falsely accused of something, and or took a lot of flack for something. Somebody lied on them. Somebody tried to ruin their life and get them canceled and all the things. The more current redemptive story that I can probably, that I'm thinking of right off the top of my head was Megan and Jonathan. Jonathan went through that whole thing with the other woman or whatever, and it almost ruined his life. Like it was crumbling fast. Things were happening. But that one's him. He's back on track. All the things are happening. Blobbity blobbity. He's got a great new wife and all the things. Reconnecting in a lot of ways. Redeemed. My example specifically is biblical. It's the one that came to mind when I rethought about the whole situation. Because the canceling and tagging, whatever you want to call it, it's rampant this day and age. I did good on these ones. Folks will give it a go. They will try to get it done. Specifically, Mr. Saul. Prior to Paul being Paul, he was Saul. And he was not always Christian all his days. He was scooping up believers of the way by the handfuls, the hands and toefuls, fingers, hands, and toes, and killing them. This was not an accusation. This is what happened. He actually did what they said he did. So once he became a follower of the way, became Christian, God pulled up on him, knocked him over, changed his name, and had him moving moderately. He's what we think is the vast majority of the writings in the New Testament from somebody who did what he was accused of doing, not falsely accused. I think my point is, he did what he was accused of, and God still used him mightily. So if you're falsely accused of something, or somebody's making up stuff, whatever the case may be, you got a tag of sorts, whether you did it or not. Okay? Because at one point, I think in a text somewhere, he was going somewhere, and they was like, hey, we should go the other way, because him right there, we should go this way, because he's coming this way, so we should we should move around, honey. He scoops him up and gets him executed. And he had to explain, hey, I don't do that anymore. You guys are good. And they was like, I said all that to say it's up for debate. Anyway, I said all that to say he did what he was accused of. Got a few tags, got a few people shook when he pulled up, because you can change your name all you want to, but we sorry. you can change your name, but we remember like your face and all the things. So we don't want no smoke. So he had to be like, hey, it's a no for me. I'm sorry about that. And we're not talking about falsely accused of murder or falsely accused of executing Christians, scooping them up and taking them to their death. Not falsely. That's what he did. And God was still able to use him. 2/3 of the New Testament. There's might, and then there's mightily. No? Okay. So, even if you did it, I think God can still use you. Like, you don't get the, there's many people saying the same thing, right? It's just me saying it the way I say it. There's many people being used by God. I wouldn't lean into any cancellations real heavily. Now, if God say you cancel, you're done. That's a done deal. If he didn't say anything about cancel, then I think you're all right. It's just my opinion. I'm just saying. Just me. You ain't gotta listen to me. I'm just saying. Redemption is a thing. Restoration is a thing. all the things. Don't worry about too many tags and too many folks and too many fingers and all the things. 2/3 of the New Testament. That's what some folks think. Somebody who was murdering believers wrote 2/3 of the New Testament. I'm just saying.